Tricks and treachery are the practice of fools that don't have brains enough to be honest. He that speaks much is much mistaken. Be slow in choosing a friend, slower in changing. Energy and persistence conquer all things. Some people die at 25 and aren't buried until 75. Lost time is never found again. A life of leisure and a life of laziness are two things. There will be sleeping enough in the grave. Who is rich? He that rejoices in his portion. Genius without education is like silver in the mine. He that raises a large family does, indeed, while he lives to observe them, stand a broader mark for sorrow, but then he stands a broader mark for pleasure too. There are 3 faithful friends, an old wife, an old dog, and ready money. A learned blockhead is a greater blockhead than an ignorant one. I didn't fail the test. I just found 100 ways to do it wrong. He that displays too often his wife and his wallet is in danger of having both of them borrowed. It takes many good deeds to build a good reputation, and only one bad one to lose it. It is the working man. Who is the happy man? It is the idle man. Who is the miserable man? He that is of the opinion, money will do everything, may well be suspected of doing everything for money. Beware of little expenses. A small leak can sink a great ship. If a man empties his purse into his head, no one can take it from him. He that lives upon hope will die fasting. There never was a truly great man that was not at the same time truly virtuous. Tomorrow, every fault is to be amended, but that tomorrow never comes. If passion drives you, let reason hold the reins. A penny saved is a penny earned. He that would live in peace and at ease must not speak all he knows or all he sees. By failing to prepare, you are preparing to fail. How few there are who have courage enough to own their faults, or resolution enough to mend them. You may delay, but time will not. It is only when the rich are sick that they fully feel the impotence of wealth. Where there's marriage without love, there will be love without marriage. Half a truth is often a great lie. Work as if you were to live 100 years. Pray as if you were to die tomorrow. We are all born ignorant, but one must work hard to remain stupid. Dost thou love life? Then do not squander time, for that is the stuff life is made of. He who falls in love with himself will have no rivals. Having been poor is no shame, but being ashamed of it is. An investment in knowledge pays the best interest. There are two ways of being happy. We must either diminish our wants or augment our means. Either may do. The result is the same, and it is for each man to decide for himself and to do that which happens to be easier. He that composes himself is wiser than he that composes a book. A house is not a home unless it contains food and fire, for the mind as well as the body. There was never a good war or a bad peace. If you would know the value of money, go and try to borrow some. God helps those who help themselves. The doorstep to the temple of wisdom is a knowledge of our own ignorance. Absence sharpens love. Presence strengthens it. Words may show a man's wit, but actions his meaning. Anger is never without a reason, but seldom with a good one. Guests, like fish, begin to smell after 3 days. Wise men don't need advice. Fools won't take it. No nation was ever ruined by trade. Wars are not paid for in wartime. The bill comes later. Life's tragedy is that we get old too soon and wise too late. Hear reason, or she'll make you feel her. To succeed, jump as quickly at opportunities as you do at conclusions. Diligence is the mother of good luck. I conceive that the great part of the miseries of mankind are brought upon them by false estimates they have made of the value of things. Who had deceived thee so often as thyself? When befriended, remember it. When you befriend, forget it. Trouble springs from idleness, and grievous toil from needless ease. Being ignorant is not so much a shame as being unwilling to learn. Rebellion against tyrants is obedience to God. He that can have patience can have what he will. If time be of all things the most precious, wasting time must be the greatest prodigality. Tell me and I forget. Teach me and I remember. Involve me and I learn. Do good to your friends to keep them, to your enemies to win them. Remember not only to say the right thing in the right place, but far more difficult still, to leave unsaid the wrong thing at the tempting moment. The use of money is all the advantage there is in having it. Most people return small favors, acknowledge medium ones, and repay greater ones with ingratitude. The heart of a fool is in his mouth, but the mouth of a wise man is in his heart. Whatever is begun in anger ends in shame. The doors of wisdom are never shut. Leisure is the time for doing something useful. This leisure, the diligent person will obtain, the lazy one never. There are three things extremely hard: steal a diamond and to know oneself. Time is money. Keep your eyes wide open before marriage, half shut afterwards. Money has never made man happy, nor will it. There is nothing in its nature to produce happiness. The more of it one has, the more one wants. Observe all men, thyself most. Experience is a dear teacher, but fools will learn at no other. In this world, nothing can be said to be certain, except death and taxes. You can bear your own faults, and why not a fault in your wife? The strictest law sometimes becomes the severest injustice. Each year, one vicious habit discarded, and time might make the worst of us good. Content makes poor men rich. Discontent makes rich men poor. One today is worth two tomorrows. Buy what thou hast no need of, and ere long thou shalt sell thy necessities. Even peace may be purchased at too high a price. Rather go to bed without dinner than to rise in debt. The absent are never without fault, nor the present without excuse. Our necessities never equal our wants. Hide not your talents, they for use were made. What's a sundial in the shade? Fatigue is the best pillow. Eat to please thyself, but dress to please others. If you would be loved, love and be lovable. Who is wise? He that learns from everyone. Who is powerful? He that governs his passions. Who is rich? He that is content. Who is that? Nobody. It is the eye of other people that ruin us. If I were blind, I would want neither fine clothes, fine houses, or fine furniture. She laughs at everything you say. Why? Because she has fine teeth. Take time for all things. Great haste makes great waste. It is much easier to suppress a first desire than to satisfy those that follow. He that is good for making excuses is seldom good for anything else. When in doubt, don't. When men and women die, as poets sung, his heart's the last part moves, her last the tongue. Never leave that till tomorrow, which you can do today. They who can give up essential liberty to obtain a little temporary safety deserve neither liberty nor safety. Wealth is not his that has it, but his that enjoys it. Never confuse motion with action. Well done is better than well said. If you would not be forgotten, as soon as you are dead, either write something worth reading or do things worth writing. Write your injuries in dust, your benefits in marble. All wars are follies, very expensive and very mischievous ones. I saw few die of hunger, of eating 100,000. Beauty and folly are old companions. Three can keep a secret if two of them are dead. Creditors have better memories than debtors. At 20 years of age, the will reigns. At 30, the wit. And at 40, the judgment. Without continual growth and progress, such words as improvement, achievement, and success have no meaning. The worst wheel of the cart makes the most noise. He does not possess wealth. It possesses him. It is easier to prevent bad habits than to break them. A countryman between two lawyers is like a fish between two cats. Savages we call them, because their manners differ from ours. If you desire many things will seem few. All mankind is divided into three classes: those that are immovable, those that are movable, and those that move. Many a man thinks he is buying pleasure when he is really selling himself to it. The discontented man finds no easy chair. If a man could have half of his wishes, he would double his troubles. Never ruin an apology with an excuse. Your net worth to the world is usually determined by what remains after. Your bad habits are subtracted from your good ones. I guess I don't so much mind being old as I mind being fat and old. God works wonders now and then. Behold a lawyer, an honest man. Laws too gentle are seldom obeyed, too severe, seldom executed. You cannot pluck roses without fear of thorns, nor enjoy a fair wife without danger of horns. Admiration is the daughter of ignorance. He that waits upon fortune is never sure of a dinner. Speak ill of no man, but speak all the good you know of everybody. Motivation is when your dreams put on work clothes.